And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Carr. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Low. 93.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Right Monday down. 7:34. 29.
Now this time Carl throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr on the out route. He's got Burks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now! Hey, we're good, we're good! Heavy, heavy! One.
From the 27, Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Carr going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
You're mine.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
play action. Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a first down throw, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
You're mine.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Fields on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Fields. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
93.
From the 41, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. Down the right sideline. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam. And
he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derek Carr with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. in with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal winner.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. And Shark calls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Fields, eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 34 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Suckup's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and then it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
This is caught. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as Abdul arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his leg.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Carr's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Price. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing his Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Bears, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.